Hi guys, today we're going to discuss defaultdict from the collections module. Let's start by making a plain dictionary. Okay, so there it displays back our dictionary. Okay, and that will display the value for dogs. Okay, but now if I try and display something that is not in the dictionary, I will get a key value error. So there's no birds in the dictionary. So now, how do I prevent that? Okay, so I can use the get method from the dictionary. What this will do is it will first do a check to see does birds actually exist in the dictionary. If not, it just returns none. A better way to do this is to use the set default method. Right, so the set default method will do a check to see if birds exist. If it doesn't exist, it then adds it with the default value of 1. As you can see, birds has now been added. So if I use it with an item that is already in the dictionary, it won't change the value, it will just return the value. Okay, it now returned 1. Okay, and you can see that it didn't, I can change this. It set that to 2 to show that it's not actually changing the value. Okay, you can see dogs is still 1 and it returned the value of 1. Now these are all features that already exist with normal dictionaries. With defaultdict, you can set a type to use as the default value and it will use a default of that type. Let me show you an example. Okay, so here I've created a default dictionary with a type of integer. Now don't confuse this and think the values can only be of that type. It is just the type of the value it will use when populating the default value. Okay, so I've tried to return dogs and then I've printed out the default dictionary and you can see it added dogs with a default value of 0. Okay. Okay, so now I've added cats with a string of Bob. This is just to show you that it's not forcing the type or the value to be a type of integer. Okay, it didn't throw any kind of error. It just set the string as Bob. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a more complete example of how you can use default dictionaries. So here you can see I've created a default dictionary with a list as a default, and I've printed it out, which you can see it's an empty dictionary. Okay, so let me explain what this code is doing. So the first for loop is looping through this pets list for each item in the list, and you can see it extracts the name and the breed, which is the name and the breed, and it appends it to the default dictionary, which is a list. So each breed and each name, but if the name exists, it then just appends it onto the list. Okay, and then yeah, I'm then looping through the dictionary with the items and I'm extracting them out and I'm displaying it back. And as you can see, there's the name and there's the list that was created above. Okay, so there you can see I'm just creating an extra key, and you can see it added empty list there for birds. I haven't added any values in it. And then you can change or add to an existing list. Okay, so now you can see it's added bulldog into the existing list of values for dog. Didn't create a new one, it just appended it to the list. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial on default dictionaries. Like and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day. Cheers.